Just exploring a little bit.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
It is a bit of a crazy house. Looks like there's definitely more than 3 stories though.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
I wouldn't really say that's a good thing.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Really? That is a good question.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. There's a lot of pets in there though.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, 1983 to 1947. Oh. Only 10 when she died. 10 years and 2 days. Damn. Calvin was 11. Roughly 11 and a half. Sven, 1964, so 49, is it? Edie, she had a long life. 93. Walter, 53 years old. Barbara, 16. I think she was 17. Died on her birthday. Damn. On her 17th birthday.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, that's their old family house.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
George was only 1 and 5 days. Damn. Sam, 33. Gus, 13.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Okay. So it's got no death date. Sanjay Kumar, 1966 to 2002. That's a decent age. Not too bad. Oh, not as much as I thought. Older than a lot of them here, though. About 36, is it? 1988. Yeah, 1988 to 2010. That was the 22.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, what? You're 22 weeks pregnant at 17 years old? That would explain the belly.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
At the family? No, don't go in there. Good. So I still want to go through that, but I reckon that'll kick off the story.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
It was Kay.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
I did. Ah,
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I've looked.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don!
At the same time.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
What the?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh. Damn.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Hey there, Tux McBay. How you doing today? Yeah, that's not a good thing to happen at all.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Well, that's good, I guess. Yeah, this is mostly a walking simulator with very, very sad stories that are being told. Ah, yeah, fair enough. I'll go up there after. That's Gus's story. Gregory's story. Divorce
Okay.
contract.
Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Watching over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I'm controlling the frog at the moment.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Hey there, Master Betty. How you doing? Whoa, that was a big jump. I think Gregory died at 1. So we're playing as a very young baby here. As I've always said, you're only as old as you feel.
Sure made him happy.
That's what I needed to do.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
That is a lot of ducks.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. Hey, there's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Oh, did he drown?
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too.
Damn.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Yeah, he died at 1 year old. Must have drowned. No, that's the way I came into the room. No. I think that was the way I came in, isn't it? Yep. There is more I need to do this way. Yeah. No, I got this game through GOG. No, I got it through an Epic Free Games giveaway. I haven't really taken much notice of the weather outside, so I can't really say. It's not as cold as winter, so...
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Poem for
A
Gus.
poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now pronounce you husband
Oh.
and wife. You may kiss the bride.
So he didn't like that his dad was getting married again. Yeah, I never knew what to expect when going into this, so...
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Rude.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Not the best way to act in a storm. So is that how this place got destroyed? Is that how this brother died?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Time to go
My
up.
mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
It really is, isn't it, Spud?
At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
That's your dad. Okay.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
It is pretty dark. I'm quite liking how they're telling the story, though.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
That was my garden, I guess. Milton and Lewis were this character's brothers. And that was Dawn, the mum.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Yeah, it had to get a little bigger because they kept sealing off the bedrooms of family members that died.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
This
But it
was
didn't
normal?
last.
Suppose this is kind of like a normal classroom.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Which is now sealed off.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
He's got no death date because they never found his body. I keep thinking I must have missed some story in the past though. I guess that's what they're thinking. He's got a stone in the family graveyard, just like all the other family members that died. But as we walked through it, Edith commented her mum never wanted, well, always looked at it as a memorial stone because they never found the body. So they never put a death date or a year that he went missing or whatever.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Could be. Earlier in the story, Edith did comment, now I'm the only one left. Or maybe not. Or maybe there's a second. This would have taken a long time to make.